Alright guys, welcome back. Quick little update here. I picked up 2 more things in the Sky Pirate's Den. Completing a 50 chain earns you the Unrelenting and Mont Blanc. And Chocobo, or Wayfarer, sorry, requires 50,000 steps. So these ones aren't that difficult. I chained like 211 earlier, so nothing really else I want to show you guys other than I licensed up everybody so there's no LP. Nothing really major to mention. So we are going to proceed ahead and watch a few cutscenes actually.
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your presence, Majesty. You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
The Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Wraithwall's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected Nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the Nethicite. Are you mad, Vosslor? If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
Captain Azalus has struck a wise bargain. In return for the Dawn Shard, the Empire will permit Lady Ashe to reclaim her throne, and the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored. Think on it. An entire kingdom for a stone. You must admit, 'tis more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
Lady Ashe, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were day-affected Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanastre soon. I want you to assess its power.
Did our orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well. I will then continue our negotiations with the Empire. I believe Lars has the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vosslor, to talk of trust?
A son of Dalmasca.
Our equipment here is limited, so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment. Once we've connected the stone, the reaction should be easily measured.
Methods do not interest me, only results.
Fran? Such heat! The mist, it's burning!
6,800, 6,900, 7,000! This must be deified nethicite! The count still climbs!
Ah, we found it at last. True day-affected nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, Vane.
What is this? Something's wrong!
What is it?
You stand! Hold her down!
What's wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up. I just never knew how much. How about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
No farther! Sky Pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen. Why do this, Bash? This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
Alright, so after an interesting turn of events, we are fighting Vosslor. It's interesting too, if you heard Judge Geese's little statement there, he's actually aiming to essentially take over the Empire from Vane. Is he not attacking the guy right behind him? He's not. And he still has his gun equipped. Another thing too, if you see Fran is berserked, there's no way to cure it in this battle because obviously she was losing her marbles in the cutscene. So Geese was trying to make a power grab and thought that if he could get his hands on the nethicite there, that he'd be able to essentially take over the Empire instead of Vane.
Engine power falling rapidly. It's negative. Impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down there?
Happened?
The nethicite's draining the ship's power!
Disengage it at once.
I want that
We're
number
trying
3
to
unit
get
sealed.
out.
Get me it out.
Reach critical in 300. Cascade failure.
Ash, let's go.
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
I know you do. I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late? I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
Might get a little dicey.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
What's that?
I think it's the Dawn Shard.
Then what are we waiting for?
The dreadnought Leviathan is sunk. The 8th Fleet of the Arcadian Imperial Army lost. As word of the events in the yacht sounded throughout the Empire, quit I Bujeba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ashe had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Dawn Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ashe then found herself, even were she to proclaim Dalmasca restored, it would serve only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th Fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
So this concludes part 1. I kind of generally break the game into 5 parts if you didn't hear that before, so...
The Rosarian Empire assembles a vast host under guise of martial exercises. It is our belief they wait for the proper pretext, the sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
The loss of Leviathan and her fleet at such a time comes as a most grievous blow. Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vane not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions. It is the will of the Senate. Excellency, though he be your son, justice must be served.
A convenient thing, justice.
And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son. A most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? For Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Lausser will make for a fine emperor.
Lausser so adores his brother, and he is yet young.
But he will not remain young forever. Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Lausser has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vane himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest, as I recall.
You may put yourself at ease, Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured. By your will, I shall bid Vane return to Arcades.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
You know your stuff.
Destructive power of such force. I've seen it once before. Lady Ash, you know of what I speak.
Nabudis.
The capital of Old Nebradia, Lord Rassler's fatherland. At the time of the invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike. Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia.
More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vane wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard, most likely the Midlight Shard too. Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Very well. Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them. Dalmasca does not forget kindness, nor ill deed done. With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold must be my sword. I will avenge those who have died, and the Empire will know remorse.
You even know how to use it?
The Garif may know. The Garif people live by the old ways. Matricide lore is a part of their culture. They may hear it, the cry of the Nethicite's power. Whispers of the stone's menace.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Gareth.
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
No one's forcing you. I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
What do you mean something more valuable?
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it. What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Me? What am I looking for? I guess... Well, you know...
The Gareth are said to dwell in Kirwan.
So they do. We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know, but we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, Princess.
Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a roaming video, I think. I probably won't end up hitting the Giza Plains just yet. I'm going to go see the elite marks in the clan hall there. I'm not entirely sure what the perfect answers are for talking to her, but I don't really care. It's more about just the fact that I am talking to her. So we should get some decent gil for defeating all of those bosses from him. And I ranked up some remedies. Tons of teleport stones. Yeah, so just the gill snapper. So this guy here, Bondstats, will, or is that an F or a T? That's an F. Bondstaff will be joining us on that hunt, which you probably won't see for a couple videos actually. I think what the game plan is going to be, I might actually go and do the Barheem stuff right now. Oh, wrong way. First of all, I'm going to go see if I can get some better gambits, so I can start having some proper battles here. I'm not going to buy any gear here. I'm going to wait until we actually get to the Gareth area. I'm actually blanking on what it's called. I want this 40%. Okay, so didn't find what I was looking for there. Eventually what I'll want is either the lowest HP, like lowest current HP, or lowest max HP. Either or. Because those will let me focus on attacking one target. And especially, you know, in boss fights where 3 or 4 people show up, they'll let me take out the weaker people first. Okay, so we have a ton here. Jahara, that's the place. So okay, so here's the thing. This isn't going to be a hunt video, because I'm not actually strong enough to take on a lot of these. So what the plan is going to be is I'm actually going to wait until I get a few more levels, and I'm also going to wait until I can take out both the crocodile there, the Endecalas or whatever the hell it was, the big Slaven looking guy. And then probably I'll attack the Gill Snapper first before I start doing the rest of them. What I will do, however, is actually go around and talk to these people. So that way when the time comes, all I have to worry about is actually finding the marks and killing them off. Oh, yes, and I will have to go and collect the reward from the Wyvern Lord as well, because we did go and kill that guy off, so... So I believe there were 6 new marks. Actually, I better check to be sure. Okay, so that's a Giza, that's a Giza, that's a Chihera. I got him. I'm going for him. I got him. Okay, yeah. So a few things, like I said, I'm going to go and do the Barheim quest for this video. So I'll be heading out to the Dalmasca Ester Sand pretty quick. I'm probably not going to spend a whole lot of time fighting everything out there. But nonetheless, I will get into a few battles. When I cross the... I don't even know what you call it, I guess. Well, I guess it's a river. Once I cross the river, the enemy levels jump into the 20s. So, I don't know how much of them I'll be fighting. I definitely won't be fighting the Wild Saurians or Dive Talons or... I'm trying to think of what the other one is there. There's another enemy there that's just way too powerful. I might try some of the wild, or not wild wolves. Or no, maybe that is what they're called. I don't remember anymore. But anyways, the reason why I'm not doing the hunts now, because I haven't actually told you guys yet, is I want to upgrade all of my equipment, all of my characters. I like to have them, most of them in the 20s to 25s. My magic needs to be updated quite a bit, and like in addition to my weapons and armor as well. There's another, especially for the white mouse there, that's an incredibly difficult fight. And there is another fight that's going to happen right next to it, so I might as well do both at once. There's no point in buying any more bows because I'll be getting better bow from that wobbly mess there. I feel like I should be saving this Electrum, but I'm not. The Arcanas I don't really care about. I'll get more than enough later on. Oh, there we go. There's a Vega. And an Aqua Shot, which is always handy. I think I'll actually keep him with that setup right now. Oh crap, I gotta get my reward. I can't remember where I cut in with that first video of the Sansi, but this is the guy who you get the Wyvern Lord from. Well, I'm pretty happy I didn't just buy that. I don't really think I need shell nearly as much as I do the extra evasion right now, so. But there are times, like that white mouse battle for example, where having shell is going to be pretty useful. I've also decided I'm going to do something a little bit differently than what I was telling you guys in previous videos there. What I'm talking about is I plan on, this might not be for a while yet because I'm going to need a lot more money than what I've got right now, but I'm planning on only buying 3 golden amulets when I get the ability to, and just leaving those on my reserve characters. That way I can still use other accessories and whatnot on my major characters, and the other guys, they'll still level up. Or I shouldn't say level up, but I should say get LP for licenses and that. It won't be as fast, but they're going to have the levels on their side, whereas, you know, people like Vaughn here, I went to Gambits, not licenses, but Vaughn is going to get a huge boost from having all the battle lores, for example. This is increasing HP by 500, I think this one's by 200 or something like that, so having that extra HP is going to make it a little easier for those guys to level up as well, which is kind of the going ideology behind that. So right now I'm going to go and get the Barheem passage key. But actually I'm looking at the video and it's almost 40 minutes, so I tell you what, I'm going to end this video, I'm going to start a new one for this entire little mini quest here, and depending on how long it takes, we may do something else, or that may just be the only video. So I will see you guys in part 13, which will be dedicated to opening up the Barheem passage.